Hey guys, what is up? TheNeoCubest here. Welcome to episode 49 of my Minecraft survival Let's Play. So in the last episode, we had started this barn, and we really had not finished it. I built this scaffolding purely for aesthetic's sake. We don't really need it. I did make some white concrete between this episode and last, so you can see in my inventory I have a little bit. So we used a bone meal to make white dye, and then from there, obviously, you just make white concrete. But we're gonna get right into it. We need to finish this barn. Now this roof, keep in mind, this is just like a raw outline of how it's going to look. This is not the finished product. So don't start judging me, guys, telling me my roof looks bad. Judge me after I build it because that's when it'll look bad. But it should be interesting to see if I can manage this because I've never built like a survival barn of any kind, at least that I have recollection of. So I'm not misleading you. I promise I'm not good at building roofs. So this should be quite interesting. But yeah, I'm going to carry this pattern, which I think this is supposed to go one more down, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, this one went 2 blocks down. I don't know about that. But 1 block down is fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this pattern, and I'm going to bring it all the way back like there. Alright, so I'm just finishing up the last little part of the roof here, and then we should be done. Now keep in mind, this is just like an outline of the roof. I have not textured the roof literally at all. But it already is starting to look like a barn. I just don't know, like on the sides, like what you're supposed to do. So I did try experimenting with this. I guess I do need that. The one time I needed, I deleted it. I did try experimenting with this white outline here. And I tried placing the corner blocks, but something about it just looked wrong to me. So I don't know. It's interesting because I'm not really sure how to go about. You know what? Maybe that doesn't look too bad. But I don't really. I mean, again, I've never really built a barn, so I'm just kind of playing it by ear, and hopefully everything, everything I do ends up looking okay. But like this is kind of cool, right? I don't know. I mean, I think it definitely gives off a barn vibe. But let me look at some more Google images of barns just to get some ideas. I know how to do the inside. The inside I'm excited to get to, but we will do that last. I think first and foremost, what I actually need is a lot of dirt. And you're probably asking why. You're like, Neo, why do you need dirt? Why on earth do you need dirt? I had dirt in my inventory. I had 2 stacks. Okay, I'm a moron. But right here, it's really thin, and I'd like the ground to like at least extend off like this far. So I'm just gonna fill this in right quick here, just so that the barn has a little more land around it. So if I have to build some supports or something, it doesn't look like it's. Jesus, I fell so deep. Well, okay, hole. I didn't know you were here, but you got no chill at all, do you? Oh, man. But yes, I'm having to use Google Images to help me build this barn because really, I just don't know what a barn looks like. So give me uno momento. Let me look at some things. All right, so Google Images was a little bit of help. I asked Lauren if it looked like a barn. She said yes, so we'll keep going with it. But I did see some accenting on most of the barn doors was all like white, but I don't really have a big enough border to where it wouldn't connect with these, so I think we're going to leave it alone for now. What I may try doing is like some trapdoors or something. Again, I really don't know. I hope people don't look at this and like, ew, dude, this does not look right. This does not look like a barn. You know, and I wouldn't take offense, but I'm going to do my best to make it look like a barn. I think the only thing that looks wrong is the thickness of the roof. So what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do and not do on camera because it'll be boring, is I am going to go over here. So I'm going to remove like this, all these blocks right here. And then here, I'll do the first like 2 layers and then just look at it from the ground and see how it looks. Hopefully it just thins out the whole thing, if that makes sense. I feel like it's just too thick, and it doesn't need all this extra thick and fluffness to it. It's already like a pretty thick roof, so hopefully this aids that and makes it look a little bit better. But it may be too thin up here, so we'll look at it. Okay, how do you go down these things? Okay, shift. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm just gonna leave it how it was because now that just looks weird. Okay, well let me fix it back. Okay, just putting the last few on here. Alright, so hopefully I don't end up with another mistake like that. Those are things that just waste time, because, you know, I'll like do it on the entire roof and then I'll look at it and it just looks completely wrong. Alright, so I've just been thinking and thinking and thinking, and I think at least for the entrance it's going to be like that. Yes, I think that looks much, much better, and then we can actually do some sort of roof above the entrance like this. Yeah, I'm digging that. Maybe go down another one. Who knows? Maybe it'll be like this. Nah, see, that's too big. But maybe like this. Again, these are just little experiments. And I'll carry whatever I do to the front, I'm going to do to the back. They're going to be identical. But I want to get this part right, because, you know, this is like a pretty big part of the build. So I don't want to do it like halfway and make it look bad. So maybe an upside down stair. No, that's wrong. Okay. Maybe like this, and then with some fence or something. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be kind of fun to experiment with this, because again, like I'm not the best builder. I like to build, but I recognize like I'm nowhere close to like the best builder there is. And I really don't know how to deal with this snow. It's really annoying because I can't, you know, make one of these paths over to there if it's just like straight snow. So it's interesting. I guess it just break it and then break some of the grass under it too. Oh my goodness, I'm having so many problems. Okay, so something like that looks good. So it does look better. I think that's the best entrance we've gotten so far. You know, we've only tried one so far. So I'm gonna go and repeat this same pattern over here. So again, we're just going to put the white concrete right here. And then there's gonna be a window and a window, like right there. And then the same deal over here. Perfect. So if you're following along and you're building this barn, don't do it yet, because there's chances are I'm going to end up changing at least something here, because I am known to do that just a little bit. It's just I'll build something and then I like it for a second and then I don't. How does that look? I think I like it better with it at the bottom. I don't know. Again, we're just experimenting live. Yes, I think that does look the best. But then I think it was like this, and then was the fence on the white blocks. That will answer my question. Let's look at it over here. Okay, so now the only question is, where do you put the white stuff on the side? Because I really genuinely have no clue. Not a single clue. Maybe down here? We'll try this and see how it looks. I hate the snow. I wish we weren't in the snow biome, just because now it looks like it's part of the barn. I feel like that might be too much white, but I really don't know. So I'm going to try this all the way around. This is one of those things, like, don't build it on your world. Do we have enough white concrete? Maybe. Yeah, I think that looks good. Yeah, okay, so we'll do it all the way around. So give me 1 second. All right, so as you could see in that beautiful time lapse, we completed the outside, and maybe I say we completed, but really I don't know. At least I think I've completed it. It's just the sides, they're just so bland, and I know it's a barn, right? It's not going to be some super fancy structure, but it deserves some love, right? So I'm trying to figure out. I mean, the front looks okay. I don't really think there's a whole ton of other things we could do. Let me look at Google Images again. Okay, so on the sides, I think what I'm going to do, first of all, I need to count it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so that means I can do it every 3. So I'm going to go up. So this is 2, and then 1, 2, and then go up. Now, I hope that this pattern works, because sometimes I do these patterns and I count wrong. And when I count wrong, it makes me kind of sad because I got to go redo it. Yeah, I think that's wrong because there's only a 1 block gap on the outside. That's okay. So then what you got to do is you got to fill all of it back in like this. It's pretty simple, you know. You experiment with these patterns. Eventually, you will get one that works. So we'll start right here, and then we'll count 3 in between. 1, 2, 3, and then break it upwards. Now, I'm not good at math, so that makes this much harder. If you're good at division, I think you could do this. Much more simply. But yes, you can see how that's even now, and it works. And then all you've got to do is look. We can do some windows on the sides. Either we can do windows or we can just put these little white pillars upwards. Either way, it just adds a little bit of texture. Let me just look at it like this from the side, and then we will determine if it's good. Yeah, it does look like a barn. I mean, that's for dang sure. I'm not getting any weird vibes from it. It doesn't feel like it's not a barn or something. I just don't know how to deal with, like, I mean, do I put a little tiny thing like this on all of them? Or would that just look weird? Oh my god, okay, I'm covering this hole. Oh, it's a ravine. We've fallen into a ravine and we cannot get up. Okay, well, I've got to modify this or something. I have some fence in my inventory, but I want to use cobblestone wall like I did on the rest. But it's not good to keep falling in there. And yeah, see, that does just look weird. So I'm going to break all the fence. I think we're just going to fill in where that fence is with white stuff. And then we could put like some bushes on the side of the barn. We don't have to do like a real life barn. I mean, obviously this is Minecraft. And I do want to gather all these blocks because I recognize that they're stuck in here. And I don't really want to make more concrete. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Not going to lie. But I was scared that I couldn't get all this white trim done right because it is kind of a weird thing. Like, you know, you don't usually build barns in Minecraft, but I plan on storing, like, I want to get pigs in here. I want to get some chickens. No, I think the chickens are going to be in a chicken coop. We won't put them in here with the pigs. Do I have enough to finish? I think I do. I can make more concrete. It's not that big of a deal, but I would prefer not to. All right, let's go check in our main house. Let's see if we don't have a few bushes or any kind. I really don't care. Spruce. That's perfect. That's actually what I would have preferred. So we could do some little bushes on the side. I don't really know what else to do. It does look like a barn, but it almost looks a little out of place. So I'm going to try to solve that here. We're going to try to solve that indeed. So we're going to put wherever a little white piece of trim is, we're going to do a randomly sized bush. We can do ones that are 3, ones that are 2 high, something like that. Does that look okay? Yeah, I think that looks just fine. Man, these red blocks are real glitched out. They're not having a great time, as you can tell. They're just kind of like spazzing. Okay, we'll put logs on each side of this. So again, you could do like a 1 high, you could do a 3 high, you could do 2 3 highs in a row too, and then you could do a 1. You could do whatever kind of pattern you want, just make it random. And then in between these, see, I don't know if I want the bushes ever to be 3 high, because when they touch, they just look a little bit weird. So let's make sure any of these 3 highs get knocked down by 1. Okay, perfect. And then in between these, I want to add a little bit more texture. Again, I don't really know what that means in this context, but maybe like, I don't know, a trap door. Would that work? I don't know. Maybe a stair on top of it. And 2 fence. Let's try that and see how that looks. Yeah, I actually really like that. Okay, cool. Now, now to figure out if we have enough materials to do it along the whole thing. Potentially, I think we're gonna run out of trapdoors though, which we're always running out of. Okay, we have 9, so I think we should be able to finish this part at least. Okay, cool. So we have some texturing on the outside. The sides don't look so boring. The front looks pretty good. I guess it could be better, but then again, if you look at things like that, guys, never look at things by what they could be, okay? Things can always be better. And I don't want you guys to start looking at stuff and being like, oh, this could be better. Because, yeah, everything could be better. It's like, no duh. Okay. Maybe like that. Oh, God. Okay, here. Whoops. Wait, no. There we go. How does that look? That looks a little bit more meaty. Okay, let's go do that on the other side. That's the tricky part. Doing things on the other side sometimes doesn't turn out okay. So like this is boom, 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 boom. Is there even one in the middle? I don't want one in the middle. If there is one over here, I'm going to remove it because it actually looks really cool without it. Yes, there is. Okay, cool. So now we have an entrance. Our barn is finally getting complete-ish, or more complete than it was. We'll put it that way. So I don't know if horses can ride into this or not. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter if a horse can. I keep forgetting. This is not... No horses will be going into here. So let's actually make a few fence gates, which I think, if I'm not wrong, this makes 3. I'm going to need way more than that. So I think we might have some wood in our stable barrel over here. Yes, we do. Let me go sleep real quick. I'm going to make some more fence and fence gates. If we don't have any in here, let me check. No, we do not. So I'll meet you guys over at the barn. So I think I'm going to not cheat, but I'm going to go find a design for a wagon. I really just want a wagon. out here. And I think the reason I want one is I've always seen them in builds, and I think, wow, that's really creative. You built a wagon in Minecraft, and you put it in. It looks really cool. So I may want to get one of those going at some point. Could we hang a lantern in the entrance? Yes. Kind of weird, though. You could just put it right there. Oh, that's actually literally perfect. Put it right there. Now on the sides, I'm not too sure about lighting. I don't think there's really an appropriate place for lighting. It is a barn, so I'm not too concerned about lighting anyways. On the inside, of course, there will be lighting, but for now, we're just gonna leave it like this. Okay. Oh, wrong block. All right. So on the inside of a barn, it usually isn't like it's this stuff. Okay. It's not okay. I need to just quit holding these torches. They're causing me so much pain. Not real pain, but annoying me. So we're gonna make this into path block, I guess it's called, path, grass path, whatever it is. And this should be a lot better. And then we're gonna build a second story in here where we can store hay. It's not as big as the one I'd imagined in my head. Don't get me wrong, it's still a pretty dang big barn. But it's not as big as I was imagining in my head, so I don't think I'm going to do the exact thing that I was envisioning, which is okay. It's really not a big deal. It is a big deal, however, that grass will not grow on these 2 blocks now, and I have to wait. So I'll leave the grass right there. We'll wait for it to grow, and hopefully it does. I don't know if you can silk touch these blocks or not. I have no idea. I don't think so. But we will have to wait, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. I'm sure eventually I'll remember why that's there. Okay, so as far as lighting goes, obviously we're going to need some. And I can't get up there, but I can if I use... Okay, you can't put scaffold. Okay, but if I put a dirt block there... Oh, man. Well, that's slightly aggravating, because if I put that dirt block there, it's going to destroy the path block. And that means when I break it, and you can't make this into path block. You have to wait for grass to grow. So I have to connect all of this and then wait for it to grow, I guess. Well, it's going to take forever. Interesting. I may have done this wrong. And I have to do it a bunch of places. Like, I can't just have 2 lanterns in this entire build. Okay. That's kind of in the center. No, it's not. Let me make those centered. Okay, so I've done the lighting in here. It's centered. It looks a lot better. One thing I did realize, or I guess I didn't realize until just now, is that I have Silk Touch, and I can collect the grass extremely easily. So, sorry, I hiccuped. I don't have a shovel, but I do have a pickaxe, so we can mine ourselves some grass. Look at this. So it'll take a little bit of time, but this will solve all of our issues. Okay, so that should be more than enough, and then look, we can literally just fill it in with dirt, and we're all good. So it is nice. I always forget that I have the capability of doing that for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay, let's throw that back in there. Kind of cool. Let's go see if this is enough grass. I'm hoping that it is. If it's not, it's okay. But you know what? The more I look at the barn, the more it's starting to grow on me a little bit. I think. Man, all this shovel is too good. Like, it literally is just too good. Did I not get enough? Oh, come on. I even put the pickaxe up. Ugh. So I know a lot of you out there are wondering. You're like, Neo, you're almost 50 episodes in, and you still have not gone to the end. Which I'm just now kind of realizing is a little strange, I'll admit. But again, from the beginning of this Let's Play, I've tried to make it just more of a casual thing. I don't want it to be, like, extremely... I don't know, like super busy all the time with a bunch of things. You know, we're always running around doing all this crazy stuff. I was never trying to make it like that. And I'm also starting to realize that this barn is tiny, man. I can fit things in here, like pigs and such and whatnot, but I can't really divide it all that much. I could divide it along this line right here, but then it gives the animals a little baby space to be in. So it's interesting. I guess we could technically only have a 1 walkway in the middle. We'll try that and we'll see how it works. It may end up looking just absolutely atrocious. Let me just see. So if I did these supports along every one of these, every little white spoke or white line going up the side. Okay, but then there would have to also be these right here. So I don't know. Maybe this will actually look really cool. I'm not really sure. That's why I'm questioning it. But it will feel a tad bit cramped when you're walking in. You know, because like each one of these is a pen. You know, like can you imagine that there... I don't have any. Imagine that there's like fence right here and fence right here. and fence right here, and I just made all those path blocks go away right here. Yeah, see, I think that's a little bit too close, and dang it, dude, all the path blocks. Do I have any more? I have 12 more grass, which is not enough. Let me remove these pillars real quick. To be honest, I should have just left this all grass and then done it like that. But I wasn't thinking. So I guess we're just going to have little small pens or something like that, because this size will work a lot better. But then we could just kind of divide it, and we'll figure it out. But the animal's only going to have like an area this big, so it's not going to be that big. But you know what? I guess it's okay. I guess more than anything, it's just an aesthetic build. I mean, of course, I want it to have function. I don't want to just build a barn and then not use it. But you know, we're not really like starving for food, but it'll still be a cool build to have on the world nonetheless. These lanterns have to go because this right here needs to be a support too, if this whole pen thing is going to work out. Now, getting a second, not a second roof, getting a second story in here, I'm not sure. That's where I wanted to store some hay, but I can always make a wagon, like I said, which will be kind of interesting because I've never built a wagon. I think I might have in creative a long time ago, not sure exactly, but it could be something interesting to experiment with. We could try to make a race car. I'm just kidding. No race cars. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe in the future, but not for now. No race cars for now. Okay, so we'll put all these back because these path blocks, or these need to be path blocks. And then you can like mix a little bit of gravel in with the pens and whatnot. So I don't have mob, what is it called? Entity cramping or mob cramping. I don't even remember what it's called. But we don't have that. So actually mobs can be in here just fine without any repercussions. These are perfect. So I need to get some fence. Okay, so I need, oh no, I have more logs. Okay, so like right here, I guess, yeah, I mean, I can have a second layer up here actually because, but then all my lanterns are blocked. Oh, forget it, whatever, it's okay. But we will need a way to get up and down from there. We'll build some sort of ladder system. But let's come out here. I forgot, what was I going to grab? It was something important. Oh yeah, I was going to make fence. So we don't have any more spruce wood. It looks like we've used it all in this stable and the barn. Let me just make sure. Yeah, no spruce wood. So I'm going to go gather some spruce wood from these big, big, beautiful trees. We'll do a nice time lapse. Okay, so that one tree right there should be more than enough wood. It was over a stack, so I'm not really worried about that. We have fence in here. We have fence in here. Okay, we'll just take the fence. I mean, we need it for the torches, I guess, but we've had that fence in there forever. Let's be honest. I already forgot about it until just now. So we're going to take that fence. We have quite the assortment of builds here. We have this modern house, which is spruce themed, I'll admit. And then we have this like old-timey stable. It's not old-timey, but an older stable. And then we have a barn. So, and definitely an interesting mix of materials here. Let me try this again. Hold on here. I swear, if this looks better, I'm going to be angry, because this is what I settled on looks best. It was like this. But then I looked at it when I got on camera, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. See, I mean, I don't know if it looks good, so let me look at it from afar. We'll turn around. Pretend we've come from the stable. All right, we just got our horse out. Oh, yes, horse. We're going to go to the barn. Yes, that's so much better. Okay, we're going to do that on the other side. There's just some things, like in builds, you can just look at it and, like, instantly, you just know, yes, that's how it's supposed to be. So I don't know if this is one of those things for you, but for me, I can just tell that that just looks better. I think it's because these windows are not completely surrounded, which makes it just a little bit more, I don't know. But yeah, I think it looks pretty neat. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, so there's a trap door there. What if we opened it up and then put a fence inside? Would that look odd from the outside? Would it look uncanny? It looks weird, yeah. Uncanny indeed. Okay, let's not do that. I don't think uncanny is the right word either. If I'm honest with you, I don't know what uncanny means. But don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone you heard that, okay? You didn't hear it from me. Okay, I think I know what to do. So we are going to take these cross beam supports. We're going to bring these over here. So I am using a ton of wood. I can't do it on the very edges, but that's okay. We don't need it right there. But there will be a second floor in here. somewhere. So we can do torches like right here. Those are fine. Marvelous. Marvelous indeed. It's becoming night. Not really a big deal, but I still don't want creepers to walk in here. So give me 1 second. I'm telling you guys, doesn't that just look good? I don't know. I think it looks really, really, really good, but that's just me. You know what? I'm biased, so you can't listen to me when it comes to these things. But I'm proud of this. I think it looks good. We just need to finish the inside. We need to make the inside match how good we feel about the outside, and then it will be a good barn. No, we don't have enough fence gates for this, obviously. I'm going to need to make a few more. So 1 second. Okay, so I made 14 fence gates. Maybe too many, but it's okay. So we're going to have... see, that just kind of upsets me. There can't be a path block below fence. I mean, I guess it's technically a little bit further downwards. But it really kind of ruins the whole vibe of this whole build. Like, it just ruins... Okay, it's not that bad. We can fix it. We can fix it very easily. I guess we'll just do some wood under these paths right here. I'm reluctant to pull out my shovel because I already know what's going to happen. So this is their... This is where they're confined to. This is their cell. Actually, it's their pen. It's not very big, but you know what? It's Minecraft, so we're going to pretend that that's a very large pen and that they have a very healthy situation inside of this cramped pen. Let's just not think about it. It's Minecraft. The world's a pretty crazy place right now, so we don't need to worry about those sorts of things. Okay, can we... Those sorts of things in Minecraft, especially. Okay, PETA, please don't kill me. Don't pull a Carol Baskin on me, please. Please don't do it. Has everyone seen Tiger King? I know a lot of you guys are younger, not like minors, but you're teenagers. So I don't know. Tiger King's definitely inappropriate, but it's a good documentary. So if any of you parents out there watching with your kids, don't let your kids watch it, but you should watch Tiger King. I think it's a very eye-opening. You know, and I'm from Oklahoma, okay? So that makes it hit a little bit closer to home. I'm not funny, but yeah, no, it does hit closer to home, you know, because, you know, I'm watching that. I'm like, that's where I live. And I'm like, oh, God. So that's not great. Okay, so the barn looks good on the inside now. It looks like a proper barn, which is what I was going for, believe it or not. And now we get to do the fun part. We get to do the upstairs, which I'm always excited to do in these barns. That's my favorite part. The only reason I build them is for the loft up top. So we need a few ladders. We really don't need that many. So just 6 is plenty. We do need a lot of slabs, which we already have. We have a good bit, but I think we'll need a little bit more. So we'll make some. Our inventory is stuffed to the brim. We don't need some of this stuff right now. Yes. Okay. So one of these, we're gonna have to do some sort of way to get up, and I think what I'm going to do is have like this right here not be a pen. It's gonna be like a little service area with some wood in it, some wood flooring in here, and then we can do stuff like a crafting table, for instance, which is always a welcome addition. And then, you know, maybe a few chests. Okay, maybe you have some excess of something and you want to put it in here. Feel free. I guess that's fine. We should do another chest, though. So let me make some more of these. Some more of these bad planks. Okay. And then we have the spruce trapdoors, which we can throw along the top. Make them look nice and farmy. Or barny. No, I don't think that works. We do have pressure plates, which, look, you could just throw on top of a crafting table. Look, it's so much fancier. And you can jump on it if you want. Okay, so right here is going to be the ladder. Boom, 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 boom. And then the actual floor is going to be on this layer right here. Yes. Which means these torches, unfortunately, have to be removed. Not a huge deal. Not really at all. It's not going to affect really anything. I'm going to leave that corner out because we don't need to block that fence. And I don't want to block my, like, the only window we have. So we'll just leave that like here, like that. So when you come up here, you can store hay. Obviously up here, you could do whatever you want. It's just kind of like a hay storage area. And I may want to leave the center open. You know, again, none of these things are like solid set plans. So we may end up modifying the floor a little bit. Because usually these things have them on like the sides. But we're in a special situation. We have a very tiny barn. So maybe this upstairs, it should be okay, I think. Let's see. I can't get there. We'll just place it from down here. Man, these torches in my hand, I love them because they light everything up, but I hate it because it always just places it. As soon as I run out of whatever is in my hand, it's like, oh yeah, you want a torch right there? Sure, man, we can arrange something like that for you. Okay, so we'll fill in all this. And then we just have to fill in these. So we can put a lot of hay up here. Obviously, it's not really hay storage. It's kind of like a spoof storage, I guess. Because, you know, you can put stuff up there, but like, why? You could just put it in a chest. But you can't see it from down here, which is kind of disappointing. That's why I kind of want to have it be open in the center. Although even if it's open in the center, that just means you can't walk in the center. And these lanterns, okay. These lanterns, they're fine, but they got to be like that height. Which I'm surprised I didn't notice that one was shorter than all of them. Yeah, we are going to have to fill this area in. It's just going to look a little funky otherwise. So let's get done with that, and then we'll put some hay up here, and we'll call it a day with the barn. We don't have any animals at all. So that's kind of funny, right? We built this whole thing, and we don't have any animals, so that's great. But yeah, just some hay storage like that. So then you can come up here, you can be like, oh yes, I need some hay, and then boom, 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 you grab some hay and you're good. And then, you know, you could put other stuff up here, but it's a nice little area, I think. So there's no torches in here now at all. So I think we'll put them right here on the interior sides. And then outside right there, okay. So interior and then outside. And that should be more than enough light. If we need more, you know, you can always put a torch at the back of each little... I was about to say aquarium, but I'm not sure that term fits a barn too well. Do I not have any torches? I don't want to put a fire inside of a barn, you know, because traditionally they're made of wood. So it would just, you know, it wouldn't fit the whole theme of the barn, you know, to have a fire inside of it. Don't put fires in your barn, kids. You're gonna set your barn on fire. It's not gonna be a pretty thing. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and if you copied along with me, all the better. Now you have a barn, which is, you know, not something you always you ever expect to have. I like how the walkway is bigger and wider than the pens for the animals themselves. But you know what? I built it a little bit wonky, but that's okay. So I don't really think I can do much else with this barn, but I am happy with how it turned out. You know, compared to what I thought it was going to be. It's a pretty cool looking barn, I suppose. The inside is my favorite part, just because, again, I really do like these 2-story barns. I think they're beautiful. You know, the inside is quite intricate, I guess, and then you go up here and you have a second floor for hay storage, but not really. But I hope you guys enjoyed episode... Sorry, jeez, these hiccups came at the worst time. But I hope you guys enjoyed episode 49, and you're having an excellent Friday. Things really, truly are crazy out there right now, so I hope everyone is doing mentally okay and stuff like that. But if you need to leave a comment, you want to make sure I see a comment, all you got to do is leave a comment. I'll literally see every single comment. So if you want to tell me something, you want to share something, or share how you're feeling, put it in the comments, and you get a heart from me. So the secret code of the day is going to be 6972. Sounds good. So enter that secret code into the comments, and you will get your very own heart from me. But you'll actually get a heart if you say literally anything. So don't think you have to do that. But it is encouraged, because I want to see how many of you made it to the end, so you can brag to each other in the comments. And people will get confused. You're like, why are you typing random numbers? Be like, because I watched the whole video and Neo told me to. But yes, thank you guys for watching. Again, have a good Friday. There will be an episode tomorrow, Saturday, and then another one on Sunday. So it'll be... yeah, every day this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Creepy noise. And with that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. And yeah, have a good weekend. Bye.